A selection of the accounts of the Asiatic campaigns of Pharaoh Amenhotep II. The Karnak Stela, Year 2, Lacuna. Under the majesty of Horus, mighty bull, great of strength, Lacuna, heart of a tomb, favorite of the two goddesses, mighty in opulence, who is crowned in Thebes, golden Horus, who seizes his might in all lands, king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Lacuna, Opet, Okeperu, Lord Lacuna of the sword, who binds the 9 bows, son of Ra, of his body, Lord of all countries, Amenhotep II, divine ruler of Heliopolis, giver of life, forever like Ra. His majesty was in the city of Shemesh-Edom. His majesty furnished an example of bravery there. His majesty himself fought hand to hand. Behold, he was like a fierce-eyed lion, smiting the countries of Lebanon. Lacuna was his name. Listing of that which his majesty captured on this day: Asiatics, 18 living persons, 16 horses. First month of the 3rd season, day 26, his majesty crossed over the ford of the Orontes on this day, caused to cross Lacuna, like the might of Montu of Thebes. His majesty raised his arm in order to see the end of the earth. His majesty described a few Asiatics coming on horses, Lacuna, coming at a gallop. Behold, his majesty was equipped with his weapons of battle. His majesty conquered with the might of Set in his hour. They retreated when his majesty looked at one of them. Then his majesty himself overthrew their Lacuna with his spear, Lacuna. Behold, he carried away this Asiatic, Lacuna, his horses, his chariot, and all his weapons of battle. His majesty returned with joy of heart to his father Amun. He gave to him a feast. His horses, 2, chariots, 1, a coat of mail, 2 bows, a quiver full of arrows, a corset, and Lacuna. Second month of the 3rd season, day 10. Passing southward toward Egypt, his majesty proceeded by horse to the city of Nay. Behold, these Asiatics of this city, men as well as women, were upon their walls, praising his majesty, Lacuna, to the good God. Behold, his majesty heard saying that some of those Asiatics who were in the city of Ikathi had plotted to make a plan for casting out the infantry of his majesty who were in the city in order to overturn Lacuna, who were loyal to his majesty. Then his majesty put to them in Lacuna, in the city. Lacuna, them immediately. And he pacified the city, Lacuna, against the entire country, Lacuna. Second month of the 3rd season, day 20, Lacuna, made the city of Ikathi, Lacuna, of his children. Statement of that which his majesty captured, Lacuna, his chariots, Lacuna, list of captives, Lacuna, weapons of war without number, Lacuna. His majesty was adorned with his regalia, Lacuna, his majesty, Lacuna, of the tribe Ikathi, united, Lacuna. Behold, the chief Lacuna, the city, for fear of his majesty. His chiefs, his wives, his children, were carried captive, and all his people likewise. Statement of which his majesty himself captured, Lacuna, his horses. Lacuna, day 27. His majesty went forth from the house of the beautiful of face, and proceeded to Memphis, bearing the plunder which he had taken from the country of Rentanu. List of that which was taken: nobles alive, 550, their wives, 240. Vessels wrought of gold, 6,800 deben. Copper, 500,000 deben. Horses, 210. Chariots, 300. The whole land beheld the victories of his majesty. By the good God, Lord of the two lands, Lord of offerings, Lacuna, beloved of Amun, protector of him who is in Thebes, celebrator of the feasts of the house of Amun, Lord of Thebes, Lacuna, son of Re, Tutmosis IV, giving life forever and ever. The Amada Stela, Year 3, 3rd month of the 3rd season, day 15, under the majesty of Amenhotep II, beloved of Har Ikathi and Amun, Lord of Thebes, good God, creation of Ra, sovereign, who came forth from the body, mighty, likeness of Horus upon the throne of his father, given in strength, whose like does not exist, of whom a second is not found. He is a king, very weighty of arm. There is not one who can draw his bow among his army, among the hill country, chiefs, or among the princes of Rentanu, because his strength is much greater than that of any king who has ever existed, raging like a panther, when he courses through the battlefield. There is none fighting before him, an archer mighty and smiting, a wall protecting Egypt, firm of heart, Lacuna, in the hour of conflict. trampling down those who rebel against him, instantly prevailing against all the barbarians with people and horses, when they came with myriads of men, while they knew not that Amun-Ra was his ally, nor that he would be seen to approach instantly, strength in his limbs, likeness of men in the year of terror. There is not one that saves himself from him. He makes a slaughterer amongst his enemies, the 9 bows likewise. All lands and all rebellious countries pay him impost, for he is a king, Lacuna. There is not one who makes a boundary for him, but they live by his breath, King of kings, ruler of rulers, who captures the boundaries of Lacuna, the only mighty one, whose fame is exalted until Ra in heaven knows it, and the one who faces him in the day of smiting. There is no boundary made for him toward all countries united, or toward all land together, but they fall instantly because of his flaming crest like Lacuna. There is none among them that escapes from the overthrow, like the foes of Bastet on the road of Ir-Aman. It is a happy chance for all those who know that he is his real son, who came forth from his limbs, one with him, in order to rule that which the sun encircles, all the lands and countries which he knew, that he might seize them immediately with victory and power. He is a king, with heart favorable to the buildings of all the gods, being one who builds their temples and fashions their statues. The divine offerings are established for the first time, loaves and beer of plenty, and fowl in multitude, as a daily offering every day, forever, large cattle and small cattle at their seasons, without Lacuna. He gave the house to its lord, supplied with everything, with oxen, cats, young cattle, fowl without limit, this temple being supplied throughout with loaves and wine. He established Rentenut for the first time for his fathers, the gods, to be seen of the people, to be known of all. Behold, his majesty beautified the temple which his father, the king of Upper and Lower Egypt, Moses III, had made for his fathers, all the gods, built of stone, as an everlasting work. The walls around it are of brick, the doors of cedar of the best of the terraces. The doorways are of sandstone, in order that the great name of his father, the son of Ra, Tutmosis III, may remain in this temple forever and ever. The majesty of this good God, king of Upper and Lower Egypt, lord of the 2 lands, Okheperu, extended the line and loosened the lacuna of all the fathers, making for it a great pylon of sandstone opposite the hall of the sacred chamber, in the august dwelling, surrounded by columns of sandstone as an everlasting work, many tables with vessels of silver and bronze, oblation standards, altars, fire pans, oblation vessels, oblation tablets, lacuna. Then his majesty caused that this tablet should be made and set up in this temple, in the place of the station of the king, and engraved with the great name of the lord of the 2 lands, the son of Ra, Amenhotep II, divine ruler Heliopolis, and the house of the fathers, the gods, after the return of his majesty from Rentenu the Upper, having overthrown all his enemies, extending the boundaries of Egypt on the first victorious campaign. When his majesty returned with joy at heart to his father, Amun, he slew with his own weapon the 7 princes who had been in the district of Teshet, and had been placed head downward at the prow of his majesty's barge, the name of which, Okheperu, is the established of the 2 lands. One hanged the 6 men of those fallen ones before the wall of Thebes, whose hands likewise. Then the other fallen one was taken upriver to Nubia and hanged on the wall of Napata, in order to cause to be manifest the victories of his majesty forever and ever in all lands and countries of the land of the Negro, since he had taken the southerners and hold the northerners, the backlands of the whole earth, upon which Ra shines, and he might make his boundary as far as he desires, none opposing his hands, according to the command of his father Ra, Amun-Ra, lord of Thebes, in order that the son of Ra of his body, his beloved Amenhotep II, divine ruler of Heliopolis, might be given life, stability, satisfaction, joy of heart, through him like Ra forever and ever. From the Memphis Stela. Total of booty which the king carried off. Lords of Rentenu, 127. Brothers of the lords, 179. Aperu, 3,600. Living Shasu, 15,200. Hurrites, 36,300. From the Elephantine Stela, year 4, His Majesty commanded to have the sails made for the voyages of these gods dwelling in Elephantine, large sails, each one of 10 cubits, while they were formerly small sails of 3 cubits. His Majesty commanded to add 1 day for his mother, Akhenet, to her feast of Nubia, at her voyage of the beginning of the river. The supplies are bread, beer, oxen, geese, wine, incense, fruit, every good and pure thing, as dues each year, as an increase upon the 3 days of her customary feast, in order to make her great feast of the first month of the 3rd season, of 4 days' duration, to abide and to endure, that he may be given life forever. From the Karnak Chapel. List of those countries which His Majesty smote in their valleys, overthrown in their blood, lacuna, that might be given life forever. Rentanu the upper, Rentanu the lower, Karu, Kadesh, Aleppo, Ne, Sezer, Thenu, Ketni,